Today we're going to divide a polynomial by a monomial. For example 1, we're given 8x to the third plus 4x squared minus 16x divided by 8x squared. I'm going to rewrite these terms. So I'm going to rewrite this as 8x to the third plus 4x squared minus 16x, and I'm going to put all of them on top of 8x squared. I did that so that I can clearly see what I'm simplifying top and bottom. So for the first set of terms, I have 8x to the third divided by 8x squared. I can immediately look at this and know that 8 divided by 8 is going to give me a 1. Now let's look at the x terms. So I have x to the third divided by x squared. And if you remember your exponent rules, you subtract exponents. So x to the third divided by x squared should give us 1x. The next set of terms, I have 4x squared divided by 8x squared. X squared divided by x squared, I know that is 1. So now I have to simplify 4 over 8, and we know that 4 over 8 is simply 1/2. Let's look at those last set of terms. I have 16x divided by 8x squared. So 16 divided by 8, I know that that's 2. So I'm going to write a 2 on the top. And then I'm going to look at my x terms. I have an x on the top and I have 2 x's on the bottom. So I can only cancel one of these x's, and on the bottom I'm left with 1x. My final answer is x plus 1/2 minus 2 over x. For example 2, 2x to the third plus x squared plus 6x. I'm going to rewrite this as well so that I can put each of my terms over 6x. So now let's look at that first term. I have 2x to the third over 6x. The first thing I know is that 2 over 6 is going to simplify to give me 1/3. So I have a 3 on the bottom. Then when I look at x to the third divided by x, I can take 1x out of the top, and I'm going to be left with x squared on the top. Plus, I have x squared over 6x. So let's look at this. I only have one number, and that number is on the bottom. So that 6 has to stay on the bottom. Then when I look at the x terms, I have 2 x's on the top, and I have 1 on the bottom. So I'm going to take one of those x's, and I'm left with 1x on the top. Very important step. Plus, the last thing you see is 6x divided by 6x. This simply simplifies to 1. In my answer, is it important that I have that 1? Absolutely, because 6x divided by 6x is 1. So your final answer will be x squared divided by 3 plus x divided by 6, or either x over 6 plus 1.